Okay, so for this question, given that y is directly proportional to x cubed, when x is increased by 50%, we calculate the percentage increase in y. Okay, so how we go about doing this question? Okay, first we can identify an original first set of values. Now we know that by the fact that y is directly proportional to x cubed, we can write down the equation. Sorry, just give me a while. Y is equals to k of x cubed. Okay, so when we increase x by 50%, what we can do is okay, we first have original set of values which is yo and xo, right? X naught, y naught. So this is basically the original, or I can say the O set of values. Okay, now if I increase my x by 50%, right, I first know that the equation for y and x naught looks something like that. Okay, I have y naught and x naught. Okay, and they are related by this equation. Okay, now the new y, let me call it x1, y1. I shouldn't use okay, so this is new set of y values and x values. Okay, now I know that again y1 would be k of x1 cubed. All right, so here, because they say that x is increased by 50%, I can say that x1 now is basically 1.5 times of the original O x naught. Okay, so x naught here, we pronounce this as x naught. Now x1 can be replaced by 1.5 of x naught. So do be careful that when you replace 1.5 x naught inside here, okay, it's 1.5 x naught taking over x1, and it will be cubed as well. So this is the same as k multiplied by 1.5 of x naught cubed. Okay, now because we are also cubing the 1.5 here, just take note, right, it's not 1.5. Common mistakes, a lot of people are going to put 1.5 of x naught square, a cube, sorry, and this one is wrong. Remember that the 1.5 is also inside the bracket. Okay, so from here, this is k multiplied by 3.375, because I'm taking 1.5 of cube multiplied by x naught cube. Okay, so that is my new y1. Okay, now then I want to calculate the percentage increase in y. So originally I have this, all right, and this is my new y1. So what I'll do is, if I want to calculate the percentage increase in y, what I should do is I should take the new y minus the oy, right, divided by the oy multiplied by 100%, right, because we are calculating the percentage difference. So what's my new y, right? My y1 is over here, right? I'm going to take this as my new y, and this is my oy. Okay, so here y1 will be replaced with k multiply 3.375 of x naught cubed. Okay, and my y naught will just be k of x naught cubed. Y naught is k of x naught cubed. Okay, so with that, let me write out the equation. This is k 3.375 x naught cubed minus k x naught cubed over k of x naught cubed multiplied by 100%. And from here, you can see that k can be cancelled off. It's a common factor. Similarly, x naught cubed can also be cancelled off. It's also a common factor. So I'm just left with 1 for the term on the right, as well as 1 on the term on the left. Okay, so what do I have? I'm left with basically just 3.375 minus 1 over 1 multiply by 100%, which just gives me to 237.5%. So this is the percentage increase in Y. Okay, and this is the answer for part A. Okay, now let's look at B. Okay, so just take a while and I'm going to go over. Okay, so let's look at B. I'm given that Y is inversely proportional to the square root of X. When X is equals to 4A, your Y is equals to 10. I want to find the value of Y when X is equals to 8. So the first set of values, right, X naught, Y naught, would be presented as 4A and Y naught is 10. Right, we know that Y is inversely proportional to the square root of X. So that tells us that Y is equals to K over square root of X. So this is the equation that we have for part B. Okay, Y is inversely proportional to the square root of X. Okay, so when X is equals to 4A, okay, if I sub in my X naught and Y naught, I will have Y naught to be 10 K square root of X naught, and X naught will be 4A. Alright, this also tells me that basically my K is just 10 multiplied by square root of 4A lah. Okay, now here, similar equation, same equation, Y equals to K of square root X. Now I substitute X equals to 4A. So I mean my X1, Y1 now, new set of values. They say that X is 4A. So what is my Y1? Alright, so this Y1 will be what we are trying to find out here. Okay, that will be the answer to the question. So if I sub in Y1 and I sub in X1, X1 would be basically just A. So this is the square root of A. Okay, now I substitute K. K, remember, is 10 over square root 4A. This is the K, which is the proportionality constant. This is the 10, same as 10 times square root 4 multiplied by square root A. Remember, square root 4A is the same as square root 4 square root A, which is the same. I write on the denominator, and you can see that square root A can be cancelled off. Okay, now square root 4 is just 2. Now 10 times 2, I get my Y1 as 20. Okay, so this is my new Y1. My Y1 is 20 when X is equals to A. Okay, and this is the answer for B. Thank you.